Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's Murderous Monday. Wahaha. How is everybody doing? Hold on. I got to get to my video on my laptop so I can see comments. Wah, wah.
Let's see. Hello, Robert. Hello, Ureli.
Hey, Ureli. Robert. Oops. Let me turn down my volume.
Hello, Nicole. Ureli, so scary intro. Gotta go.
Okay. So, let me pull up my piece of plastic here that I'm working on. Get my tray out. Get all the things out. I'm using blue wax right now for whatever reason. I just grabbed it and was using it. All right. So, well, hi, Nicole. Nice to see you. You new here. I haven't seen you before, I don't think. Hey, Shay.
Hello, Shay.
Sorry, we're just getting ourselves together here. It is Monday, and it feels like Monday, and I have not had enough coffee to even be standing upright.
Me too. I haven't had any coffee. I also haven't had any Red Bull.
Right. Okay, I'm going to work on, glad I got tweezers because I have a dog hair on my kit. What's everybody working on today?
I'm still trying to get this one done. I'm finishing it this week. I have no choice. I have to, because if I let it go on any longer, then I'm really not going to get anything done in February.
Well, I want to get this done this week too, but I got over half left. Still working on Psalm 8, and I'm now at the point where I had to flip the canvas the other way so I can work from the bottom up, because I worked from the top down and then I turned it around and I'm working from the bottom up. And yeah. So
You're getting close, though.
yeah. Getting close. What are you guys in the chat working on?
Putting up my Drillabeast canvas, a mermaid one from Distracted by Diamonds. Ooh, cool.
Pretty. Hey,
Hello,
Gail.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Look what I got today. I'm working with my rose gold tray.
I haven't opened mine yet. I was just telling her that. I've been patiently waiting because I didn't want to open it, because I didn't want to. If I open it, then that means I have to film with it, and I don't really want another video to edit this week. So I've been patiently waiting, and but I can't wait anymore. I want my rose gold tray.
Right. I love the color. Love it. Okay, I need to find. Let me use this gray color. So, anyway, welcome to this week's recap of season 3 of How to Get Away with Murder. Robert says, just about done with my lakeside diamond painting, just about done, little bit to work on. Good deal.
Nice. Cool.
Gail's working on Sleeping Beauty, books and diamonds.
Nice.
Very cool.
So who else that watched Murderous Monday, or watched How to Get Away with Murder, who else was just like, what? At that ending?
Oh, yeah. Me too. 100%. And as always, disclosure, if you are not caught up on How to Get Away with Murder season 3 and do not want any spoilers, now is your time to leave.
Thank you for coming. We love you. Bye.
Yeah, because we don't want to spoil it for you if you don't want it to be spoiled. So, because we will be giving all of the details. And we're known for starting at the very end and working our way towards the beginning of the season.
So if you haven't seen the last episode to the last second, you really should go now.
Yeah. You leave the building, exit stage left. Okay. So, whenever the season first starts, season 3, I'm not 100%, but I feel like the first season starts with Annalise like running down the street to her house, set on fire, and she knows there's a dead body, but she don't know who it is, and they let her in to see who it is, and she obviously sees it because she flips her lid, right?
Right.
She is so broke down. And yeah, she just is like, oh, and I'm missing a fingernail popped off. But anyway, we won't talk about that. I forgot to glue it back on before I started my live. But anyway, it takes the entire, well, not the entire, but it takes like 10 or 11 episodes. Oh, dang, Abigail, I just noticed your nails.
Yes, my claws are on. I don't like the way they turned out. I feel like the glossy top coat I put on top of it kind of disappeared the glitter a little bit, but it's fine.
Oh, they're really pretty.
They're okay. I think I might go without the top coat next time just to test it, see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I think they're very pretty.
Thank you.
So yeah, it takes like 10 or 11 episodes into the season to figure out who is actually the dead person that died in the fire.
Right.
We find out that there may be a second person who is dead in the fire, but they're not actually dead. Turns out it's Laurel. She's in the hospital, and guess what? Wah, wah, wah. Here comes Maggie with a test result that says this patient is pregnant. And then she looks and sees that it's none other than Laurel, who we all know by now has Wes broken up with Maggie and is now with Laurel.
Correct.
And Laurel is now pregnant with Wes's baby. I was a little bit like, is it really though, or is it?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
And honestly, still, I mean, it could be that it's not even Wes's baby. It could be Frank's baby, right?
That would be a twist. Oh, hello, Deborah. Hey. Oh, Shay said she thought it was Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was Nate for a time too, Shay.
I did too. I really thought it was him. They kind of like I told Abigail, they kind of like whittled it down person by person, because you see, that Asher is like alive and well, but like hungover or passed out or something, and is at that party with all them kids. And then, that,
it's not Oliver.
Yeah, it's not Oliver, because he rushes up to get Annalise's phone. And, we see that it's definitely not Connor, because he's like with Thomas, who that was just a whole nother story in and all of itself. But anyway.
Well, that's right.
But, so yeah, we find out that it's Wes. And I was a little bit like, it killed my soul, to be honest.
It was very
broke
sad.
me down.
Yeah, it made me sad too.
I was like, oh, no. But, yeah, lots of twists and turns. And so now we're all like, everybody's pointing fingers at each other, like, who killed Wes? Because they found out, the medical examiner found out that, yeah, me too, Gail. Made me so sad.
Oh, hey, Butter.
Hey, Butter. Did anybody else sneak in? Did I say hey to Deborah? I don't know if I did. Oh, Butter says, howdy ho, y'all. Oh, shoot. What was I saying? Oh, that they're all pointing fingers at each other.
Right, yeah.
Who killed Wes, because the ME report said that he was dead prior to the fire.
And of course, Annalise goes down for it. She goes to jail for it. Everybody's like, it had to be her. She called everyone to the house, which fair enough, she did. And for a little bit, I thought that it might, well, I didn't think it was her, but I thought she might have had something to do with it, because it just seemed really suspicious that she really like called everyone to the house.
Right. But I mean, is it not uncommon that she calls everybody to the house? You know?
Yeah, but
I mean,
you know,
it's
I was believing anything they were spinning because I I didn't know which way to look. And can we talk about how like the way that it went down doesn't make any sense to me, and like I almost watched into season 4 last night.
yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't, but I wanted to. I was
Me
like,
too.
okay, I got to figure out why, because the very end, spoiler alert, the very, very last episode, we find out that it's actually Laurel's dad who apparently hires their family friend named Dominic to kill Wes.
I know.
And
I was like,
he's the
really?
one that opened the gas line and caused the explosion. So, like Abigail had said, why would Laurel's dad do that? Like, what was his explanation?
Right, because I mean, I could see if maybe because remember he did have access to her phone and everything, but she changed her number, right? So then I was like, okay, well maybe he got access to the number again, and I was like, okay, well, what would cause him to do that? And I was like, well, maybe it's because she's pregnant, and I was like, but she didn't even know. So I'm lost.
Right. She didn't even know she was pregnant until she was in the hospital, and that we know of. I mean, now let's okay, there was an episode where, remember, where her and Wes are in the tub
Right.
and he's like saying that the protection broke, you know?
Right. Right.
And she's like, "Oh my god, but what if I could be pregnant?" And
But then she
so
immediately said no because she just had her period, and I was like, okay, girl, that's not really how that works, but okay.
right. Yeah. And I'm like, and you're a law student and you don't know this much? I mean, yeah, I don't know, Shay, why he didn't like Wes. There's something there. That's what Abigail and I were talking about. We're like, okay, officially we get to find out. Well, maybe. I mean, we might not, because you never know. But I wanted to keep watching so that I could see, like, what was his reasoning for hiring the guy to do it. And so I was like, okay, who's this hot guy in the car that is like watching Connor run out of the house like a crazy person? Which, by the way, can we talk about Connor for a minute? This poor guy. He just he comes off so like hateful, and he even said something like awful to Laurel, like, "Oh well, Wes would be a horrible father. Maybe you should have an abortion."
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, dude, And then he's like talking about just all these different things, and then we see that he actually tried to resuscitate Wes, and it didn't work. He heard that rib crack.
Right.
And then he blamed himself. He thought maybe he was the one that caused him to die.
Yeah.
And
that was a really tough scene to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was really rough.
Hello, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. She said just stop by to say hello to all you beautiful peeps.
Thank you for coming.
How are you doing? Are you diamond painting anything, or are you still stitching along on something, Danielle? I know you like to cross stitch. But yeah, for sure. Total, oof, I mean, and the house wouldn't just like, when Annalise went back to the house and she found that box with the baby's picture in it, oh my God, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Because that's all she had.
Yeah. And that was another tough scene to watch. Like all of season 2 was tough, and season 3 was not as tough, but those 2 scenes in particular were really difficult. Also with Laurel losing her mind at the memorial service.
Yeah, that was hard to watch. There were a lot of.
So she's eating lunch and then off to her yearly eye doctor visit.
Ew. Good deal. We'll have a good doctor's visit and try to sit still and hang tight whenever they blow that little puff of air in your eye.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, God, I hate that.
So does my sister. You should hear the story.
Oh, I don't think I've finished hearing it because it was that one live you did with her. I don't think you guys finished telling the story, or if you did, I don't remember the ending. So you'll have to tell me later.
Yeah, she went. I'll tell you real quick. It was just a real quick thing. She went to the eye doctor, and we were sitting in the room, and the doctor was trying to do that little puff of air thing in her eye. You know, well, every time
Yeah, and she wouldn't stop laughing.
she couldn't stop laughing, which in turn made me start laughing. And then she couldn't do it because she couldn't quit laughing. And then I had to leave the room so she could get it done. And Mickey sees me out in the waiting room, like laughing my head off hysterically, like by myself. I felt like an idiot, by the way, but that was the most funniest thing ever. Yeah, the funeral was very cringeworthy.
It was a rough one. Everything was okay except for those 3 scenes. And then, of course, like, I was really upset with Connor that he ended up sleeping with Thomas. Yeah, Thomas.
Right.
I was so mad at him. But also at the same time, like, I don't know, Oliver, you keep breaking up with him. So
Yeah, I know. I told Abigail, I'm like, I'm a little bit honked off at Oliver because he's all like, I want to be alone and have my time by myself or whatever. And then he goes off and gets this Thomas boyfriend. And then whenever Thomas ends up not wanting to have anything to do with Oliver at first, then he rushes back to Connor and he's all like, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, puke.
Yeah.
Get out of here and go lay down somewhere.
Right. That made me angry.
Annalisa's jail time. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh, wait, real quick. I want to say that now, as far as episode 6, everything that happened, episode 6 and past that is all officially new. I am officially watching it for the first time along with you. Okay.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. That's cool. Because now we're both like, what the what?
Yeah, exactly.
Danielle says, oh my God, watch when it's my turn. I'll think of this and laugh. About the eye doctor thing.
Nice.
Sorry. It was one of those like hysterical, could not quit laughing, snorting, belly hurting, peeing myself. Awful. Yeah. Okay. The Annalise in jail. So obviously she'd never been in jail before. Maybe she has. I don't know. I don't think so, but she like did nothing. Like, remember the part where she like wouldn't even use the bathroom, and then all of a sudden she's like can't stand it anymore and jumps up and runs to the toilet.
Yep.
I bet, God love her heart, I was just like, oh, I'm that way. Like, I won't use the bathroom anywhere but home unless it's an emergency situation. And
Yeah.
so, you know, that's got to be rough. But that one girl just kept like terrorizing her, you know.
Yep.
And then Annalise catches her during one of her visitations, and she could see that that girl's boys didn't really want much to do with her. And Annalise sees the opportunity because at this point, Bonnie is Annalise's attorney. And
Right.
Bonnie is failing
Miserably.
time after time after time after time to try to get Annalise off on bail. And it's not happening. And so Annalise is like, well, if they see that I'm like about to get killed in here, maybe they'll let me out on bail.
Right.
So she decides to just like railroad and run her mouth at that chick. And that chick goes off and beats her brains out. And Annalise lets her. She don't even fight back. Because she knows she's probably going to get out on bail because of that. And
Good
that's
plan.
what happened.
Right. And it was a good plan. I mean, I'm sure it was not, I'm sure in the moment it was probably not fun, but it was a good plan.
Right.
It was good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest shocker for me was I remember, well, I guess Wes was probably the biggest shocker because it took just that long to get into who it was that was, under the sheet. So,
Right.
and I had remembered portions of, all of it up until season 3, episode 6. I had, recalled portions of it. So nothing was really a surprise to me, but I have to say when it was Wes, I was definitely shocked. That was a big shocker moment. And then the other probably biggest shocker moment for me, other than the very last scene, which, obviously that was a shocker for me, but the other big moment was the whole, at first I didn't recognize, correct me if I'm wrong, but is Thomas somehow involved? Because after them two get done, Connor gets done, and he's like, or Thomas is like, oh, you're so mean, and Connor's like, it's just sex, blah, 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 and so he leaves. Does Thomas then get on the phone and say, we have a problem? Or am I thinking about Dominic?
Because no, I think you're thinking about Dominic because he's in the car.
Yeah, but I could have sworn that Thomas was involved in some way. I'm very confused now. I think I might have to go back and rewatch that whole scene.
Oh, well, now you got me curious. Now I'm going to have to go back and look too. Did anybody else remember that or notice that?
Does anybody remember that part? Let me see. I don't want to look up Thomas because if I look up Thomas, it's liable to tell. If he is involved, it's liable to tell me what he did.
Huh.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Shay says she don't remember Thomas doing that. I remember hearing somebody say we have a problem, but it was Dominic sitting in the car.
Might be a fever dream. I don't know.
Okay, next I'm going to do the letter K. Makes me think of Sesame Street. What's the letter? 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 The letter of the day is K.
I'm working on C.
Yeah. Gail don't remember either. I'm not sure. I think you're dreaming, Abigail.
I might be because I looked it up and it says that the last time that we see him is No More Blood, which is right after they get done. Thomas gets eager and asks him whether it can happen again. But then again, I don't remember that part either, so I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like, I have had a rough week.
Well, if you find out, let me know in case I missed something.
I don't, it might just have been, it might have been Dominic and I mistook it for Thomas because I was like, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I watch, pretty much binge watch it. I don't go, oh, we'll do 2 episodes today, we'll do 2 tomorrow. I just straight watch 8 episodes until I'm done. Like, I will watch 8 episodes a day until I'm done. And then lately what I've been doing is putting off the last episode until like Sundays so that it's kind of fresh.
Crazy.
So I'm usually finished by Thursday.
I usually watch a couple episodes a day, sometimes 3. I might watch like 3 or 4 on like a Saturday or something, or if I need to get caught up, but
right.
Usually it's a couple, sometimes 3. But
Oh my goodness. Oh. And does anybody have anything like that was like a shocker to them aside from the stuff that we mentioned already? Because I mean, for the most part, everything seemed kind of like normal to me up until the ending. I was just really like, I mean, because you know how Netflix starts to autoplay it. I almost didn't click off of it. I was almost like, oh, maybe if I just watch the first 5, maybe it'll just tell me for me. And I had gotten to the part where they started playing last time on How to Get Away with Murder, and I was like, okay, no, I gotta stop.
yeah, I get myself. I'm bad about that too. I wish it wouldn't do that. Like, I
You
wish
can
it would
change
just
the setting.
automatically stop after an episode or a season is over. You know?
Yeah, you can change the setting so that it doesn't autoplay at all, which is what I ended up doing.
Yeah. Shay says, "Do you think Annalise will take back Frank?"
I don't know.
Hi,
That's a
Marie
really good
Casey.
question.
How are you?
Hello, Marie. How are you?
Robert says, "Are you talking about Dexter or a news TV show?" We're talking about
How to Get
we're
Away with
finished
Murder.
with Dexter. Now we're talking about a new show, Robert, called How to Get Away with Murder. It's a TV show that was on one of the primetime channels, and now it's
ABC.
on Netflix. Yeah, it was on ABC, but now it's on Netflix. And it's not a true story; it's fiction. Thank goodness, right? Because Annalise is just a train wreck. Like,
She
I don't
really is.
see how she gets along with herself. Oh, let's talk about Mama for a minute.
Mama's going through it.
Yeah, Mama's going through it. Mama on the show, I think her name on the show is Ophelia. That is a beautiful name, by the way.
Yeah.
And she is definitely going through it. She
Sure.
obviously, we find out, we didn't know until, so she's sitting there in the jail visitation room, and she says, "Just let me take the blame. Let's tell them I did it, that I just poured a little hooch and set the fire and blah, blah, blah." And then when she starts like talking, she knows that Annalise's house set on fire.
Right.
But she like confuses that happening with when she set the fire years and years and years ago.
Right.
Of the house with her brother-in-law in it, because he had abused Annalise.
Right.
And so we find out that Ophelia has dementia, and it kind of goes
Annalise's
back and
dad is
forth.
rough too.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't know. And she's like, BS, I told you.
Yeah, he said it was just a story, and she said, "No, it's not just a story. It happened." And he was like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah. I told you. And he's like, no. And she's like, you know what? I feel bad for Mama.
Yeah.
I love Mama. I think Mama might be one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, and we don't get to see her as much, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And like I have to be honest, Bonnie is starting to grow on me.
Yeah, me too. But I'm gonna be honest, I kind of felt like Bonnie was the one that killed Wes.
Me too. I had thought that too. I mean, she did it once. She killed Rebecca.
Right. And so I was thinking, nah, she's being all shady, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, and what about whenever Asher keeps talking about calling that mystery number?
Yep.
And then
That was crazy. I was
Connor
shocked at that.
Connor's
I was shocked at that.
I was. I mean, like, Connor was like in that district attorney's office. What was his name?
I don't know, but he was a jerk face.
Yeah. Yeah, Connor was in there, and all of a sudden he starts hearing a phone ring, and he's like, really? This is kind of weird. And then the district attorney walks in and catches him,
Right.
And then that Atwood woman that Nate starts having a fling with that's out for a lease.
Yeah.
Or Annalise, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, Denver. His name's Denver. Thank you, Shay. And
Yeah. Denver,
Shay
that's right.
says those drinking scenes were rough too. Yeah, they were. And then Gail Piercer says, poor Frank, he is so messed up. I feel sorry for him. And by the way, how sexy is short-haired Frank? Frank is sexy every which way.
Yeah, I gotta say though, Gail, he is, but he looks a little cray-cray.
Yeah. And a little
I like him better with the beard and the longer hair.
Yeah. He looks a little pathetic right now. But he is groveling though. So, I mean,
yeah. He has some of these like little crazy faces that he makes where his like chin trembles and his eyes get all kind of weird,
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, that's the scary Frank. But man, Frank is hot sauce.
Seriously. Oh, I spilled my drills. Every time
no.
I talk to you, Jenny.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, she
It's
was on
your
the
fault.
phone. I was on the phone with her the other night, and she spilled her drills literally like 2 or 3 times.
3 times, yep. I'm not doing well.
I have that effect on people. Oh, but yeah, Frank is something, and I kind of thought that maybe it was Frank that was the dead one,
Right.
instead of Wes, and I was kind of like struggling with that.
Yeah.
And who else thinks that Frank and Laurel may have had sex the night that he came to her house?
If they didn't, then I think someone's lying. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm so sorry. I'm not saying that I would ever cheat on my significant other. I'm just saying, like, Frank is hot. Frank is hot, and especially since, like, I mean, at this point, we don't really know how serious. Like, they're like cuddling and stuff, but we don't really know how serious the two of Wes and her are. So I thought that they were both just lonely because both of their previous significant others left.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think that they were even serious. I thought that they were kind of like just flinging around.
Right.
Oh, hey, Butt Lazy Crafts, how are you?
Hey.
So I just, I didn't realize how serious they were up until, I mean, I knew they were having sex, but I didn't realize that they were like she's like, I was in love with him. I didn't realize until it was too late. I'm like, I didn't know that you guys were all that serious.
Right.
So.
But yeah, whenever Frank comes to her house, he's like, she says, something like, if you leave, I don't remember what.
But she doesn't even tell Wes though. Like, that's the thing. That's another reason why I thought that they might have done it that night too, because she doesn't even tell Wes that he like spent the night, and he has to ask, like, did anything happen?
Yeah.
So I was convinced. I still, like, I'm not convinced that Wes is the father. I'll go along with it because that's what they want me to think. But, like, just know that I am not on the Wes is the only option train.
I'm confused. I thought at the point where Frank spent the night with her, Wes was already dead.
No, he wasn't yet.
Okay.
I know, those flashbacks are killing.
Because he was hiding out,
Right.
Okay, I'm confused. I got confused, but
Shay says that she thinks they hooked up too.
Yeah. Well, whenever Bonnie comes the next day and opens that door, he's like getting
his shirt on.
Right. Which, I mean, that's, we don't know. He could have just
Well,
But
I'll be honest. If the people who wrote the show didn't want us to think that happened, they probably shouldn't have been having him with his shirt off in her room.
right.
You know, that scene should not have happened if we were supposed to be convinced that him and her were done.
Right.
I mean, but also it could be a red herring. It could be just one of those things that they throw up just to mess with us. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I was like, yeah, not so sure.
Right.
It shows that part though where Frank, when he gets out, or when he's gone and leaves after he takes care of that Wallace Mahoney guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows him buzzing all of his hair off. I was like, no.
Yeah, that was a tough scene, man.
No, don't do it.
Oh, who else was shocked by the fact that Kristoff or Wes was really the son and not the father's kid?
Oh, yeah, me too. That threw me off big time.
It was very, what with that one?
Let me look at these. Gail says, I think maybe they did then. There are possible two potential dads, right?
Yeah.
But Lazy Craft says she's doing good. Just finished her Pokemon DP. Shay thinks they hooked up. That was a shocker too. Yes, definitely a shocker. That was for sure a shocker. There was something I was going to ask, and now I forgot what it was. Shoot, what was it? Oh, who was? Maybe you'll tell me and I'll remember. But who was the? Remember when Wes is in the car and he dials? It says emergency only or something.
I think that's the mystery number. I might be wrong. I think that's how they got the mystery number. Is that right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
And the mystery number was Denver.
I think so. I think I could be totally wrong. Somebody help me. Tell me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
I'm confused, and that may have been like, because I'm bad about like getting up and pausing and going and doing something or taking care of the kids or some, and then I forget little details.
Right.
For sure.
That was and then when Denver was holding him, Connor, I was like, and he's like, this is so illegal.
Right.
I was like, you're supposed to uphold the law. What are you doing?
Yeah, that was crazy. It just kind of goes to show that some of these like government official people are dirty.
Yeah.
Like whenever they had that part where she comes in and she talks Nate into taking her into the morgue to see Wes's body.
Right.
And I'm like, they're acting weird. Like they're like drawing this out. So I knew it was not going to be Wes's body under there,
I had hoped
specifically
that it
show
wasn't.
like the toe tag,
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to be Wes. Something's going on here.
I had hoped that it was wrong, that it was somebody who looked just like Wes or like a fake or something.
Right.
I
thought about that.
I really hoped that it was, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a fake Wes, and that the real Wes is still alive somewhere or something,
Right.
But okay, the next letter. I'm going to do this in. But yeah, very, very crazy season.
Yeah. I'm very eager to get into the next season. And I guess we're going to have to start thinking about what we want to do for our next show now, because we're going into season 4 and there's only 6 seasons.
Oh, wow. Why did I think there were a lot more seasons than that?
I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie.
Why did I think there were a ton of seasons?
I don't know.
I was thinking there was like 8 or 9 seasons. Yeah, I'll be disappointed whenever it ends. But I'm still on the whole Good Girls bandwagon.
All right, let's do that. We'll do that then. Is everyone okay with Good? Oh, I just got a knock at my door. Can I put you guys on mute real quick?
Sure. Like, give us a thumbs up or something if you need assistance, like for me to call 911 or something. I'm such a weirdo about stuff like that.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's just a neighbor, but it might be a package. So I'm just going to go grab the door real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, I just totally let us know if the Good Girls is a good. I feel like I just dropped a drill. The Good Girls. I just saw a thing earlier. Gail says yes, she's up for the girls. It's such a good show. I think that they're going to release the new season sometime. I saw a thing for it, but I can't remember when the next season is going to be released. But Good Girls is so good. I mean, we want to talk about the hot guys like Frank. The guy that plays the bad guy in Good Girls, his name is Rio. Holy cow. He's a super hot bad guy. Shay says yes to Good Girls. Have you guys seen it or no? Gail and Shay. Abigail has not seen it. I have seen it, but I'm so okay with binge watching it again because it's been a while. But dang, it's such a good show. And it's a fun one to talk about, I think. Gail says no, she's not seen it. Good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Shay says, yes, I thought I was the only one that thought Rio was hot. No, Rio is hot. He is fine. I hope my husband don't watch my Murderous Mondays. Shay says she's seen some, but not all. Okay, well, good. That's good. But yeah, it's a really good show. I wanted to do that one last time, instead of How to Get Away with Murder. So I'm kind of excited at the thought of doing this one. And there's not a ton of seasons, so I'll have to look and see. Let me go look real quick. Y'all, my washi tape, I'm gonna fire it. My washi tape is just junk. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me Google. I can't remember if it's The Good Girls or just Good Girls, but I'm going to type in The Good Girls. And it says there's 3 seasons. Hold on, let me look. Okay, it looks like season 1 has 10 episodes, season 2 has 13 episodes, and season 3 has 11 episodes. Now let me look up season 4 and see when it's supposed to start.
Hello, I'm back.
Are you back?
Yeah, it was my older neighbor. And they locked themselves out.
Oh no.
So I helped them break into their house.
Oh no.
They left their window cracked.
This is runny.
So I just kind of lifted the window and hopped in and unlocked the door for them.
Okay, here it says Good Girls Season 3 landed earlier this year on NBC in the US and is streaming on Netflix. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, UK. Good news for fans of NBC comedy drama Good Girls. The show will be returning for a fourth series on NBC and Netflix. The show's renewal was confirmed on May 15th. Well, when is it supposed to renew? Why am I not seeing it?
What are we looking for? Good Girls?
Yeah, there's a season 4, but there's 3 seasons, but season 4 is the next new one, and it's supposed to come out this year.
It says February 16th. Season premiere February 16th.
Oh, well, how did you find that?
I Google searched Good Girls Season 4, and the first result said Good Girls Season 4 season premiere February 16th. Christina Hendricks, Retta, and Mae Whitman star in the comedy-infused drama.
Okay. Well, keep in mind it says comedy, but there is murder going on as well.
I'm here for it. I don't care. It's all good. If there's at least one murder, then it fits, right?
Yeah, there's at least one murder. Let me see. Shay says Gail has not seen it. Seen Good Girls. Shay has seen some, but not all. Butter has never seen it. She said, y'all just watch the show so fast, I don't think I can keep up.
We watch about a season a week, which it works out to be, depending on how long the season is, it works out to be between 1 and 2 episodes a day. So usually it's at least fairly manageable. But if we find that we can't do it, we can always slow down.
Shay says, I don't like washi tape. I was sitting here talking about firing my washi tape. Me neither. Fist bump. Gail says, Abigail to the rescue. For sure, right? She saved my hide there. So what I was telling them is that there's 3 seasons. First season has 10 episodes. The second one has 13 episodes. And the third season has 11 episodes.
Okay.
And my watch is telling me I have 217 steps left this hour. Yeah. But, yeah. So, are we finalizing it? Are we going to do it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm so excited.
And then we can let the
Abigail's never, or Abigail, Deborah has never seen it either.
Oh, cool. We can let we'll pick this time. We pick Dexter, and we pick this one, and they can pick the next one.
Okay.
So,
well, on this
about that?
Season, so okay. If the new season 4 comes out in February, then by the time we get to the 3 seasons, the 4th season will already be done. Well, not done, but started.
Right.
So we'll have to figure that out as we get there. But
my washi tape needs to be fired too. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah. Makes me mad.
Very rude washi tape.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get
You got to get this kind. This kind is never fails me. Look at how perfect these two are, and this one's just like blah.
Send me the link to it so I can order it.
Okay, I will.
Was it on Amazon?
Yep, it's $20 for 10 rolls, but it usually goes on sale to about $16, $18. But I'm telling you, it's the best washi tape I've ever used.
Good.
It doesn't fail. It's thick too. It's like how this is very papery. This feels more like it's got some substantialness to it.
Good.
My youngest is in quarantine from school and she's hungry. Oh, okay, thanks. Bye, Shay. Thank you for coming.
Oh, see you, Shay. Yeah, hello, Diamond Queen. She popped in.
Hello.
Okay. So, any last minute words about season 3 of How to Get Away with Murder?
I mean, I'm just like I'm rearing to get off here and go start watching the next season.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, like usually I'm like, oh, a little bit of a break is fun. I'm like, I need to go. We gotta go. We gotta go. I just need to know who did it.
I know.
And why? Why though?
I
like,
know.
I mean, we
Exactly.
know who, but why?
I'm just wondering if maybe there's not some connection to maybe the Mahonies and Laurel's dad.
Laurel's dad does seem like a skis bucket, and the Mahonies are skis buckets. So
well, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, she says, "Oh, my dad is in the whatever," because
liar.
she said something about being in the mob or something, and he's like, and she's like, "You mean my dad? My dad does telecommunications or whatever." No, your dad
Liar.
is definitely sketchy at best.
Yeah, seriously.
Ooh.
I'm definitely not. I'm not a fan of him. And what sucks is that I have like 3 videos I have to film today, so I can't even jump right into it like I want to.
Yeah.
I have,
Deborah says that Abigail. So I have watched How to Get Away with Murder on ABC.
Oh, you finished it? That's awesome. Let's see. I think I don't have anything else to say. Like, I think that we covered everything, and if there was something that we didn't cover, it clearly wasn't as important as the things that we covered.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot that we missed that we didn't talk about. I mean,
but we mostly focused on the stuff that was like most pressing, you know, like why has he done this?
Yeah. Well, I guess we will wrap it up, and we will meet back up next Monday for season 4 recap.
Yep,
Of
same time, different place. Yep, and it'll be on my channel, same time, different place, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be talking about season 4, so be there, or, you know, don't be, can't make you, but I think you should be.
Yeah, so anyway, that will be it for us. Robert said thanks for hosting. Love you both. We love you too, Robert. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming
and hanging out with us. We'll see you all, I guess, next time
week
on Abigail's channel. And you're welcome, Gail. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We appreciate it. We love hanging out with you guys on Monday.
Yes, we
do. On our Murderous Mondays. It's so much fun.
It sure is.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming, and we will see you all later. Have a great rest of your Monday.
Bye.
Bye, guys.